Shalom. We're going to start off by giving all praises, honors, and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai. Double honors to our elders, the apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect of Israel. Got the brother
Gababa
and the brother Yashalam. We're from the New York main camp, and we've just been looking at some news regarding prophecies, okay? Because that's the time that we're living in, the time of prophecy, and it's our job as prophets to break down these news, link it up with the scriptures, and break it down for the elect's sake, okay? And the news that we came across was from Reuters.com, and it says, cashless society getting closer, survey finds. So, you know, as you can see, cashless society is going into what? The mark of the beast, okay? And that's the main prophecy that we're looking out for right now. Because, you know, right now we're living in a time where, you know, you're hearing rumors of wars and rumors of wars. You know, you're seeing the US coming up against North Korea coming up against the US, which is spoken about in the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter. Yahweh Shai said that we're going to see wars and rumors of wars before his coming. You know, when the apostles and his disciples inquired of the signs of his return. But before that prophecy takes place, the prophecy of World War III, which we're living in right now, because we're living in the Cold War, living in, like, World War III is upon us right now. It just hasn't got hot yet, that's all. You know, but before, you know, the missiles start flying all over the place, all over the globe, so to speak, there's gonna be the prophecy of the mark of the beast, okay? And that's also ties in with Jacob's trouble, okay? And when we say Jacob, know that we're referring to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, okay? Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, okay? We're referring to the Israelites, which, like, 2/3 of you Israelites, 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're gonna take the microchip, okay? And the elect of Israel, the 1/3, they're not going to take the microchip. But it's our job as prophets to bring out these news so we can prepare ourselves for that great time, okay? The time of Jacob's trouble.
Right. This is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Yeah, the scripture said there's no day like this time that we're heading into, man. Okay, there's no time like the time that we're heading into, Jacob's trouble. Okay, it says Jacob's trouble. It doesn't say Moab's trouble. It doesn't say Edom's trouble. It says the trouble of Jacob, man. So this is a direct hit to the Israelites here, man. Read that one more time.
Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
And we're fast approaching that time. Look what's happening over there in Venezuela. Okay, you got certain famines out in, well, that's taking place out in Venezuela, Brazil. Okay, you got our people going mad right now because they're starving, you know, eating out trash cans. That's all gonna get worse.
That's actually, they're in Jacob's trouble right now as we speak, because those brothers out there, they are Israelites, man. All right, and that's about to take place in America real soon. Okay. And it reads on, it says, but he shall be saved out of it. And that he is talking about the elect, all right? Out of the nation of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The elect is gonna be saved out of it, all right?
Because that's the Lord has saved a remnant, okay? The same way he saved a remnant when, you know, he destroyed the earth by way of the flood, okay? He saved Noah and his sons and their wives. So the Lord's going to do that all over again. But this time, the flood is going to be by water. It's going to be by way of thermonuclear destruction, man. Okay? And it's going to wipe out America as a whole. You're going to have other certain places around the globe that's going to get wiped out. But America is going to be wiped out as a whole. Okay? And all these other countries around the globe, they're going to get hit with missiles. But here in America, it's going to be completely destroyed. So the Lord has got a remnant here in America and across the globe known as the elect. Okay, beginning with the 144,000 of Israel, which is the governing body of the Israelites. Okay, starting with the prophets. All right, any more on that?
Yeah, that's it. I got another scripture though. It's Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Yeah, the word woe represents destruction. Okay, and to be sorrowful. You know, you read it in the book of 2nd Ezra's. The 15th chapter or the 16th chapter, where Ezra is like, woe is me, you know, because the Lord gave the vision to Ezra, man, about the things that's going to take place in the future, the coming destruction.
So the word woe represents destruction. Read that one more time.
Con.
Yep.
Therefore rejoice, ye heavens,
Yep.
and ye that dwell in them.
Yeah.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth
Yep.
and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath.
Yeah, the devil was referring to this so-called white man, Esau. Okay, that's his biblical nationality. Esau being the so-called white man. Okay, Esau's name was changed to Edom. Okay, and he became the progenitor of the Edomites, which are you so-called white people today. So the Lord's saying, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, which is referring to everyone except the elect of Israel. Okay, because the elect of Israel, they're going to be delivered in that day, man.
Con.
They're going to be delivered from the famine. Okay, they're going to be delivered from, famine, great torture, they're going to be delivered from. No, you're going to have certain martyrs in this thing, but for the most part, the elect are going to be delivered from all hell, man. All hell breaking loose, you know? Go ahead.
Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Yeah, because the so-called white man, Esau, he knows that he has but a short time. Okay, and how does he know that he has a short time? Because right now he sees the prophets out there, man. Okay, the elite of Esau, the elite of these Edomites, such as the Rothschilds, okay, such as the Oppenheimers, they know to an extent what time it is. Okay, it's just these average day crackers that's out there, they don't know what time it is. So Esau, knowing, you know, the time that he's living in, he's gonna come down hard on who? On Jake. Okay, because this whole thing is about Esau and Jacob.
That's right.
Okay, and Esau is set out to slay Jacob, man. The same way Cain was set out to slay his brother Abel. Okay, it's playing out all over again, but on a mass scale. Because Esau became the progenitor of the Edomites, and Jacob became the progenitor of the Israelites. And we got two great nations. Well, not two great nations, because Israel is the only great nation on earth. But what I mean is that they became the progenitors of two major nations here on earth, man. So-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Israelites, and so-called white people, which are the Edomites. Okay? And Esau, the elite of Esau, they know that they have a short time. So they're going to come down hard on Jake. Okay? And we need to be circumspect about these things, man. It's very important. You don't want to get caught up. Doesn't say in Isaiah 33:6 that knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. So while Esau is coming down hard on Jake, you want to be stable in them times, man. You know.
Let me say something real quick, yeah. And how's the elite and Esau gonna come down hard on Jake, man? Starting with this chip.
Yep.
This is Revelation 13 and 15. It says,
hold on.
Go ahead.
Since you said that, let's get into this article.
Yeah,
and
let's
then
get that.
We'll bring that out. So again, this is from Reuters.com. The title is Cashless Society Getting Closer, Survey Finds. And this is from Wednesday, April 26, 2017. So this was like last week. It says this: more than a third of Europeans and Americans would be happy to go without cash and rely on electronic. 2 Corinthians 2. Let me read that again. More than a third of Europeans and Americans would be happy to go without cash and rely on electronic forms of payment if they could. And at least 20% already pretty much do so, a study showed on Wednesday. The study, which was conducted in 13 European countries, the United States and Australia, in other words, the Roman Empire, okay? Also, I should say the second leg of the Roman Empire, right? It says also found that in many places where cash is most used, people are among the keenest to ditch it. Okay, and that's all the wiles of the devil, man. Okay, because Esau is putting all of this out as being convenient for the people, and ultimately, like the brother's about to bring out, you know, Lord willing soon, he's going to bring out the prophecy of the mark of the beast. Okay, you see, Esau is setting this up, setting this whole mark of the beast. He's setting it up perfectly, you know, for the wicked to take. Okay, and when I say the wicked, I'm not referring to the so-called white man who is the wicked. I'm referring to 2/3 of our people, man. Okay, that's set up to take the mark of the beast. That's gonna worship the beast. Okay, and when we say the beast, we're referring to Esau's power structure. Okay, because right now we're living in the second leg of the Roman Empire. Okay, and John saw the second leg of the Roman Empire. The Lord gave him the vision of the second leg of the Roman Empire as a great beast. Okay, now this mark that we're going to get into is referring to the microchip. You know, so you can bring that out in 2 Corinthians.
This is 2 Corinthians 2 and 11.
Yep.
Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Yeah, and who's speaking here? This is the Apostle Paul speaking to the Israelites living in Rome, okay, Rome, Italy, because you had Israelites scattered throughout Europe at that time, man. Okay, and those same elect men, they're back here in the reincarnation today. Okay, so that's who he's speaking here. And Paul was saying to the Israelites living in Rome that we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. Okay, who's Satan? Satan is the so-called white man. What does the word Satan mean? The word Satan, or the name Satan, simply means adversary. Okay, Esau, the so-called white man, is the adversary to the Israelites, to Jacob, to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So read that one more time.
Come. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Yeah, the word ignorant simply means not to know. Okay? And we here at Great Millstone, beginning with the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, down to us younger brothers, we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. Okay? The word device in that scripture, in the Greek, I believe it's naima or nema. Okay? Which means an evil purpose or an evil intent, if you will. Okay? So we're not ignorant of Esau's evil purpose, because Esau's evil purpose right now is to completely microchip everyone here on the planet Earth, man. Okay, in particular you Israelites, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Now it's written, if you can get that in Leviticus 19, it's forbidden for us to have anything implanted in our bodies, man. Okay, so Paul was saying to the Israelites that we're not ignorant of his evil purpose, man. And again, his evil purpose right now is to chip you Israelites, man. Okay, so let me, while you get that, let me just keep reading on real quick. That was down that, right?
Yeah.
So it says, overall, 34% of respondents in Europe and 38% in the United States said they would be willing to go cash free, according to the survey conducted by Ipsos for the ING Bank website Ezonomics. Okay, now let's just picture a scenario here, man. Like, say the economy crashes. What we're reading here, we're basically reading about how everyone is going to be cool with there being no more cash. Now, what if Esau brings this microchip to the table? You know, they're gonna willingly take it. You know, that's what we're reading about here in this news article. It says 21% and 34% in Europe and the United States respectively said they already rarely use cash, man. And that's a part of Esau's evil intent, you know, to dumb down the people, make them get comfortable with not using cash. So when the economy crashes, they can bring that microchip.
I got a precept for that.
Go ahead.
This is Revelation 13:8. It says, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, okay, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world, man. And as you can see, that's coming to fruition as we speak, okay, because again, this scripture speaks for itself, man. All right, because all the people on this planet is going to worship the beast except the elect. All right, because why? Because they've been deceived, man, and they weren't written in the book of life that was written from the foundation of the world. Okay, we're coming to times now, man. Okay, and when this happens, that's when Jacob's trouble's gonna happen, man.
We can read on.
Okay. Yeah. You want me to get that precept for you, Leviticus, or you good?
You're gonna get that after.
Okay. This is Revelation 13:15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Now again, we're reading about the beast. Let's just break that down. The beast is referring to the Roman Empire, okay? Now, when Yahushua was on the scene, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, he was living in that Roman Empire, okay? And that Roman Empire has been reincarnated, if you will, okay? It's been reincarnated by way of who? NATO and the EU, man, okay? Look up the Treaty of Rome. I believe that's in that began in 1958. You know, when Esau started reforming his Roman Empire, man. Okay, so read that one more time.
This is Revelation 13:15.
Yeah.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
Yep.
That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast
Yep.
should be killed.
Yep.
And he causeth all, both small and great.
Who's the one that causeth all, both small and great? It says, he causeth all, both small and great. The he is referring to Esau, the so-called white man. Okay, because when you read in the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24, it says the earth is given into what? The hand of the wicked. Okay. Now, the word hand in that precept, Job 9 and 24, the word hand in the Hebrew is yard. The word yard means power. Okay, so Esau is in power right now. So it says, he causeth all, go ahead.
Both small and great.
Yeah, small and great.
Rich and poor.
Yep.
Free and bond.
Yep.
To receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
And that's the time we're coming up to right now, man. That's why we're reading about such articles in the news where they're going to do away with cash. Okay, the brother brought out 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. And we broke down the word devices, how he's got an evil purpose. And this is his evil purpose, man. Okay, to chip everyone. Because when you go into the word mark there, in the Greek, the word mark is charagma. What does the word charagma mean?
To insert.
Yeah, to insert.
Yep.
Okay? To basically make an incision underneath the skin.
Yep.
Now you can get Leviticus
Yep.
19.
Yep.
You know? Because as Israelites, as the children of who you ignorantly call God, who we know as Yahweh, okay, and his son, Yahweh Shai, as Israelites, as the children of Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, we're forbidden to have anything marked upon us, whether it be tattoos or injected in us, man. Okay? That's why even going to going to hospitals is going off, man, and having surgeons work on your body, that's even going off.
Okay.
But we're living in hell, you know? Really, we're supposed to heal ourselves by way of the herbs that Yahweh Bashmiel Shai set up from the foundations of the world, from the foundations of the world. But why can't we do that? Because Esau is in rulership, you know? But let's bring out Leviticus.
This is Leviticus 19 and 28.
Yeah.
Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahweh.
So that's actually the law for what we're reading here in Revelation 13 and 16, man. Okay, it's forbidden. Because why? This law was only given to who? The Israelites, man. It wasn't given to all these other... There's 18 different nations here on earth. The Lord, pursuant to Amos chapter 3, verse 1, okay, and 2, the Lord's only dealing with the nation of Israel, man. Okay, Moses only gave the laws, statutes, and commandments from Yahweh Bashmiel Shai unto the Israelites. Right. So this particular law here refers to the Israelites, man, the children of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. Okay, we're reading about the law of getting markings on your bodies, having stuff injected into you. Okay, it's against the law to do that, man. So when this microchip comes out, you don't want to be taking the microchip, man, because you're going to be going off, and there's a punishment for that. Right. Revelation 14, you know. You got it?
Yeah. So Revelation 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice,
yep,
if any man worship the beast and his image,
yep,
and receive his mark in his forehead.
Where it says if any man worship the beast and his image, it really means, you know, bowing down to Esau's power structure. Right. Okay, giving consent in that day. You know, when it comes to you, or in a scenario where there's no cash and they present you with the microchip, if you consent with their system at a time, that's you worshipping the image of the beast. Okay, that's
you pledging allegiance to Esau, all right?
Yep.
You're so-called white man, fucking devil, man.
Yep.
And once you do that, man, you're gonna be cut off, man.
That's right.
All right.
Yep. Go ahead.
I got a precept real quick.
Wait, let me finish that.
Okay, go ahead.
And receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand.
Yeah, in his forehead or in his hand. Okay, this is not talking about Christianity. This is not talking about no John 3:16. It says in his forehead or in his hand. This is actually something physical that's going to take place, man. The scriptures tell you in Proverbs chapter 4 verse 7, with all that getting, with all that wisdom, get understanding. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay, with all that wisdom, get understanding. Okay, so you need to read these scriptures with understanding, man. The reason I say that is because you've got certain false prophets out there, such as Zabak, that will tell you that the mark of the beast is talking about John 3:16, okay? When it's not. It's actually talking about a physical thing here, physical device that's going to be implanted into people, man, into their head, as it says, and into their hands. Okay, wherever you take this chip, you're going to be condemned, man.
That's right. So in your body, period. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if it's in your right hand, left hand, in your body. You take that chip, you done.
Gone.
And it reads on. It says, "The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb."
It says by fire and with brimstone. Now there's an account in our Bible, in our book, the book of the Israelites, this Bible, there's an account where, you know, Yahweh Shemel Shai rained down on earth fire, okay? You know, Sodom and Gomorrah, you know, where he formed the elements of the heavens and he rained down fireballs, if you will. But in this day and age, he's going to do it a different way, man. He's going to use what you call, or what we all call, missiles, man. Okay? The scriptures tell you in Isaiah 54:16 that the Lord created the smith, okay, that bloweth the coals. You know what? Let's get that.
Okay.
You know? Because what I'm trying to say here is that what the fire that's being referred to here in Revelation 14:9, okay, the fire and brimstone is gonna come in form of these ICBM missiles, man. Okay? And you can already see that in the news. Okay? When you turn on the news, you'll see nothing but, again, wars and rumors of wars. You're seeing these nations starting to build up their military might, okay, their missile might that can actually hit targets here in America. That's how this place is gonna be taken out, man. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 54:16.
Yeah.
Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
Yeah, Yahweh Shemel Shai is speaking through the prophet Isaiah here, man. He says, I have created the smith, man. Okay, now in the ancient day, the smith would be referring to your swordsmith, okay, the bladesmith, okay? But in modern times, it's referring to these scientists, man. Okay, the scientists that's out there in, you know, Germany. I'll give you a name, Werner von Braun. Look him up, okay? This guy was an inventor of rockets, okay? And he would be the modern day smith, because now they have the technology to, well, you know, form these elements together and create missiles. Okay? Read on.
It says, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
That bringeth forth an instrument for his work. Now, again, in the ancient days, this particular smith would have brought forth swords, knives, okay? Help me out here.
Shields.
Shields, okay? But in modern terms, when you break it down the correct way, this modern day smith, the modern day scientist, his instrument is coming in form of these ICBMs, man. Okay, these intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. Go ahead.
And I have created the waster to destroy.
And I've created the waster to destroy, man. Okay, those wasters again are these ICBM, these missiles, man. To destroy. Destroy who? Destroy what? Well, first of all, it's going to destroy this so-called white man's kingdom, man.
That's right.
Okay, when they're shot over here and when they're shot all over the world, man. Okay? And to destroy who? Mainly the Edomites, man. Because when it tells you in the book of Isaiah 34:5 that the Lord's sword is going to be bathed in heaven and it's going to come down upon who? Idumea. All right? Idumea is Greek for Edom. So it's really for the Edomites, but 2/3 of our people, 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that consent to taking this microchip, you're going to get caught up in that fire, man. You got something?
I got something.
All right.
This is Zechariah 14:12.
Yeah.
And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all people that have fought against Jerusalem.
You know, you brothers.
And what's that plague? That plague is the ICBM missiles, man. All right? That's going to be the agent to cleanse this place, man. All right?
Yeah.
And will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Okay? And what's known to do that, man? All right? Them ICBM missiles, man. That's the only thing that's going to be able to consume your flesh while you stand up on your feet, man. We always, you know, the brothers always go into, you know, Terminator 2,
yeah.
you know, Sarah Connor.
Yep.
you know, how she got, you know, destroyed and got caught up in a nuclear fire. That's
She
the same.
melted.
That's right. She melted off.
She melted.
Her flesh actually melted off her body, man.
Yeah.
And that's the same way it's gonna happen, you know, when Russia and all them other nations, you know, they launch those missiles over here.
Yeah, man.
Okay, that's gonna be a reality soon.
Yeah.
And it reads on. It says, "And their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth." Okay, and that goes into all the lies and you know, the philosophies that, you know, so-called white man he comes out with. You know, it's gonna be destroyed. All right, all his philosophies, all his, you know, ideologies.
Yep.
It's gonna be destroyed, man. It's gonna be wiped off.
Yep. That's it on that?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, I got something real quick. This is Malachi chapter 4 verse 1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven."
And what's that day, man? That day is talking about these nuclear missiles.
Yep.
Okay? Okay, the average person, okay, sees on the news or CNN, okay, about nuclear war, nuclear threats, Korea, okay, China, Russia, okay? That's that great day the Lord is mustering up. Go ahead.
And that also, just to add on to your point, that also goes hand in hand with what we brought out earlier. The brother brought out the time of Jacob's trouble.
Yep.
Okay? It's gonna be like a day like never seen before. Because ain't no one really seen that on, no one's seen what the brother brought out in Zechariah 14 and 12. No one's seen that here on earth, man. Okay? That day is coming. That's what we're reading about here in Malachi 4 and 1, man. It reads on, it says, "That shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble."
Shall be stubble, okay? It says, "Oh, the proud, man." All right? And as you can see, we're living in a world where the pride of men, okay, is at its highest, man.
Yep.
Starting off with Esau, okay, these heathens, okay, and 2/3 of our people, mostly these women, man. All right? Go ahead.
It says, "And all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch."
Shall leave them neither root nor branch. That's the producers of Sarah of that movie Terminator 2. They read the scriptures, man.
Yep.
All right. Keep reading.
And it's funny you said that, because I believe it's in Joel where the Lord said,
Got it right here.
It's the spirit.
Spirit.
Okay, good.
All right, I was gonna say, in Joel it says how, you know, the Spirit of the Lord is gonna be upon all flesh, man. You know, and that actually includes some of these directors, man. You know, these film actors, or these actors, I should say, these directors. A lot of these actors out there, such as James Cameron, so on and so forth, they get visions, man, of these end times, man. You can't just wake up one day and, you know, direct Judgment Day, man. You know, they got that straight out of the scriptures, man, and that's how we know that the scriptures, not because of, you know, him making that film, but it goes hand in hand with these scriptures, man. You know, we're living in that time. You gonna bring something out?
Yeah.
Right.
It's Joel 2 and 2. A day of darkness. Hold on, Salaki. I'm gonna start at 1.
Yeah.
"Blow ye the trumpet in Zion."
Yeah, it says, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion," man, and that's what we're doing here, man. The trumpet represents these scriptures, man. All right. It says, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion." Why does it say, "Blow you the trumpet in the midst of Moab"? Why does it say, "Blow you the trumpet in the midst of Ishmael"? Why doesn't it say, "Blow you the trumpet in the midst of Ham or Canaan"? No.
And what does the trumpet do? Slack. What does the trumpet do?
It gives warning.
Exactly. That's what they did in Israel. That if you look at these old movies, the trumpet was a warning, okay, of up and coming, you know, danger. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's why we're out there. That's why we've been commanded to go out there.
That's right.
In season and out of season, okay, weekly, to prophesy onto the elect, man, because that's our duty here, man, to blow the trumpet, like the brother said beautifully, man. The trumpet is like an alarm clock, if you will. You know what? Get Romans 13 and I want to say 11.
Okay.
All right, because the scriptures talk about it's a high time to wake up out of sleep, man. You know, so read that.
"Blow ye the trumpet in Zion,
Yeah.
and sound an alarm in my holy mountain."
Yeah, pardon me. Zion is referring to Israel, man. Okay? The Hebrew word for Zion is Tzion, which means what? Monument. Okay? The Israelites are a monument here on earth. To who? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble.
Yeah, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, man. And that actually means all the inhabitants of the land, man. Everyone here on earth is supposed to tremble at the word of Yahweh Shema Shai. But guess what? Only the elect, only the hopeful elect, as Apostle Gabar likes to say, is really trembling right now, man. You know? Trembling out of fear, man. And what does the scripture say about fear? Fear is the beginning of wisdom, man. Okay? The elect are fearing, which is a good thing, man. That means that's what makes them wise, man, because they fear what's about to come, man. And when you fear Yahweh Shema Shai, 9 times out of 10, really 10 out of 10, that's what keeps you in check, man. All right? You got it, bro.
For the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand.
Yeah, the day of the Lord cometh, man. And that's what we read about in Malachi chapter 4, verse 1, where, it said, behold, a day cometh that shall burn as an oven. That's the day of the Lord that we're reading about, man. The day of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. A great and terrible dark day. It's going to say that, right?
A day of darkness and of gloominess.
Yeah, a day of darkness and of gloominess, man. What does that remind you of? Or what should that remind you of? Egypt. Okay? When you read the book of Wisdom of Solomon, the 17th chapter, it tells you how there was a great darkness that fell upon Egypt, man. Isn't America, well, let me say it this way. America is actually in the Bible. You're not going to see it as America. You're not going to see it as United States. What you're going to see it as, you're going to see it as spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah. Spiritually Egypt. Babylon the Great. Mystery Babylon the Great, man. Okay? And this mystery has been given unto the prophets and the servants of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Beginning with the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Alright? So read that one more time.
A day of darkness and of gloominess. A day of thick cloud, of thick darkness, and as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong.
Read that one more time.
A day of darkness and of gloominess. A day of clouds and of thick darkness.
Yeah, it says a day of clouds and thick darkness, man. Refer back to 9/11, man, for what we're reading about here. When 9/11 went off, when those so-called planes went to those buildings, because we're not ignorant to Satan's devices. We know that was Esau and his trickeries, man. Because no planes are gonna go into a building and the building just crumble like that. Okay, that was by way of detonation, the way those buildings fell down. But my point is this: when that did happen, you saw nothing but darkness, man. You saw nothing but clouds in that day, man. And that's how it's gonna be when these missiles are sent over here, man. A day of great darkness, clouds, gloominess. Okay, that's all negativity, man. Read on.
And that also goes into the nuclear destruction, as far as the nuclear blast. It's going to be so much smoke and so much, you know what I'm saying? And even the chariots, they're gonna block out the sky as well. It's going to be so many chariots. The Lord said He's going to come back with legions of chariots. How many? Like 200? What? Like about 10,000?
Well, David said he's seen the chariots of the Most High. 20,000, even thousands upon thousands.
Unnumerable. It's unnumerable about a number. So that's going to block out the sky. So it's going to be a dark day, man.
Yep.
I mean, they even have an Independence Day, man. Independence Day too. Okay, they had a chariot. Okay, I call it the fathership that was the size of Earth, man. That's going to block out the sun.
Yeah. All right. When Yahweh Shai returns, it's going to be a spectacular scene, man. It's coming back in glory. You know how Jake likes to get down. Well, think about Yahweh Shai. Think about Yahweh Bar Shema Shai. Like the brother said out in Mississippi, Yahweh is the ultimate. The brother Kazak, that is, the elder brother Kazak, I should say. Yahweh Bar Shema Shai, Yahweh Shai, they're the ultimate Jake, man. When Yahweh Shai returns, he's come back in great glory, man. Panache. You're gonna see thousands, millions of. I don't know how many you're going to see. You're going to see an innumerable amount of chariots, man.
Right.
Okay, with their spectacular glory, man. Okay.
Say he's not going to come back as a man.
Yep. Yep. Was any more on that?
Nah, that's it on that.
Okay.
Luke 12. Get to Luke 12:49.
All right. This is Luke 12 verse 49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled.
Now, why do Yahweh Shai said I come to send fire upon the earth? Because he's coming to what? He's coming to zap you, you wicked people, man. But he said, what if the fire is already kindled? Because that means what? He's coming in the midst of, the nuclear missiles, man. 200 million missiles gonna hit this place, man. All right, 200 million missiles, okay, are gonna hit the peak. Is gonna hit, these heathens and 2/3 of our people, okay, because they didn't want to believe in Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and they weren't written in the book of life. All right. Go ahead.
It says, but I'll skip down to. Let me read on. It says, but I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how am I straitened till it be accomplished?
Okay, and that's with this truth, okay? Yahweh Shem Yahshua has chosen men to be baptized with his truth, which is wisdom and knowledge and understanding, and that's going to go into this Romans 13:11,
yep.
Okay, where it says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep,
yep.
Okay? And who's going to wake out of sleep? The elect, okay? The elect are the only ones that's going to awake out of this sleep. Okay, the elect is going to only ones that are going to have the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. The elect are the only ones that are going to be doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahshua that's required. Okay,
yep.
And you women out there, okay, you're going to be with an elect man. All right.
Yep.
It says, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Okay, because why? Because we see these prophecies in fruition. We see these prophecies coming to pass. Okay, going back to Habakkuk 2.
For you.
Apostle Tahar used to say that his elder would say Habakkuk 2 is not talking about now, okay? But Habakkuk 2 is speaking as we speak, okay? It wasn't that time in the 80s, okay? It wasn't that time in the 90s, and it even wasn't that time early 2000, okay? But in 2017, the time is now, okay? Though it tarried in the 80s, it tarried in the 90s, okay? All right, it tarried in the early 2000s, but it's not tarrying now. Okay. Get that?
Habakkuk 2 verse 1, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me.
Khan, who is that though? All right, that's the men of the Lord. Okay, that's the men of the Lord. Okay, upon the four corners of the earth that has been required. Okay, or been called. Okay, to what? To blow you the trumpet in Zion, man. All right, go on the highways and byways. Okay, and warn Yahweh Shai's children, man. All right.
Yep.
That's why we put up these videos, okay? That's why we watch these news, okay? So we can warn the people, and specifically our people, which is who? The so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, okay? And we also, Israel is not based on the color. So if you receive this truth and you believe in Yahweh Yahushua, you're an Israelite, man,
yep.
Okay? Because there's something called Israelite foreigners that we believe in, okay? That we've been taught by the apostles, and that was a great millstone, okay? What John the Revelator seen in Revelation 7 and 9, okay, was a great multitude that no man can number. That's the Israelite foreigners, man, okay? They're going to look Chinese, okay? They're going to look East Indian. Some of them are going to look white, okay? But at the end of the day, okay, it's all about believing in Yahweh Yahushua and receiving his truth, okay? You can be an Israelite, okay?
Right. I got something. So 2 Peter 3 and 9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men call slackness, right? Because some men, they might tell you, oh, they're going to do something for you, and, they don't do it, all right? The Lord, he's not a man that he should lie, all right? But is long-suffering towards war, not willing that any should perish, right? Because you got brothers that's still waking up to this truth, man, all right? So, the Lord is still being long-suffering. He having, he's actually at a point right now. This is a grace period, man. All right, because the doors of mercy is still open. Okay, but he's about to close it pretty soon. All right, and it reads on. It says, "Not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night." Okay, because the Lord, he's gonna come back when you least expect it, man. Okay, because if he had it where it was a certain time that he told people that this is where he's gonna come back, the day before he came back, that's when motherfuckers gonna start, trying to get right. But the Lord says he's gonna come as a thief in the night.
Pause. That's his spirit. As a thief in the night. Romans 13 and 11 said, high time to wake out of sleep. That's that link up, man.
Yep.
Jake is supposed to be awake right now,
yep.
man.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not supposed to be, you know, snoring in your bed, so to speak. You're supposed to be like awake, heavily in terms of these scriptures, man.
Yep.
And what more time to be awake than now? When all these prophecies are coming to pass, man. You know, this ain't the time to be asleep, man.
Yeah.
You know, right now we at the brink of World War III. You know what I'm saying? Jacob's trouble is right there.
Yeah.
You know, this ain't the time, you know?
And it's not like there's no excuse. The Lord gave us these scriptures, man. The Lord gave us signs about these things that we're talking about, man. So really and truly, like, Jake has no excuse, man. You got brothers out there on the highways and byways telling you what's about to take place, man. So there's no excuse for you to be still sleeping, man, on your bed, still be at ease, you know. There's no excuse, man.
I got something for you.
All right, bro.
This is John 15:22.
Yeah.
If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin.
Yeah, and how was Yahweh Shai come onto the children of Israel today, right now? Because he's not here right now physically, but he's coming in the form of his men, man, the servants of Yahweh Bar Shema Shai, man, the prophets that he set up, man, in these very last days. Go ahead.
But now they have no cloak for their sin.
Now they have no cloak for their sin, man. All right, that's the spirit. Now they have no cloak for their sin. In other words, now they don't have no excuse to not know what's going on, to not know where they're going off according to these scriptures. Now they don't have no excuse. Why? Because Yahweh Bar Shema Shai has poured his spirit upon his men, man, that are flooding these airwaves. Okay, that are flooding the streets, that are flooding YouTube with nothing but edification, beginning with our elders, the apostles of Great Millstone. So Israel, like, Jake don't have no cloak for their sins. They don't have no excuse to be going off right now, man.
Right.
Though we are in hell, you know, brothers are going to be going off. But in a sense, what I'm trying to say is that there's no excuse to be all that going off, not knowing what you're doing or what you're getting into, man. Because Yahweh Bar Shema Shai has made it plain, as it says in Habakkuk. The Lord said to Habakkuk, make it plain, man. And that's what us brothers are doing to the best of our ability. We're making these scriptures plain for who? Israel, man.
Right.
But you're not taking heed to what we're saying. So Yahweh Bar Shema Shai is going to jack you up for that, man.
Right.
I got a precept real quick.
I got a little more. It's it reads on. It says, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?" And that's just like what the brother was saying. You know, this is what type of man are you supposed to be in, man, right now? You're supposed to be, you know, thinking about the prophecies, all right, and what's going to come to pass, man. That's the mindset you're supposed to be in right now, all right? But 2/3 of our people, they want to be in, you know, in folliness, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Thinking that this world is going to keep going on and on forever, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And if I can add on to your point, like, when the brother brings this out, when the scripture says, you know, what manner of persons ought you to be in all holiness, all godliness, we're not saying be monks, because none of us brothers here, we're not monks, man, all right? We're just in the spirit of Yahweh Bar Shema Shai. We're serious-minded about his word, man. Okay, we're not out there gallivanting, like, doing stupid shit, in other words, man. More time, we're just getting into these scriptures. We're just reading these scriptures, trying to get the breakdowns of these scriptures, okay? Praying,
That's right.
all right? Fasting, getting up with brothers, trying to build ourselves up for that great day, man. Because the scriptures tell you about, there's going to be a famine of the word. You can get that in Amos, man. All right? There's going to be a famine of the word. So in that day, 2/3 of our people that are not taking heed to Yahweh Bar Shema Shai's prophets and his word, they're going to be left out, man. Okay? They're not going to be stable in that day, because in that day you're going to trust and believe you're going to be calling on something or someone, man. Okay? But you're going to be calling on the wrong names, man. You're not going to be built up. But that's why the scripture says you should be serious-minded, man. In other words, you can bring that out real quick.
This is Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, so what you're seeing out there in Venezuela, Brazil, okay, famine taking place on a carnal level, where people can't go to shops and get their delicacies, they can't get their bread, their water. That's a carnal level. But Yahweh Bar Shema Shai here is speaking about something spiritual here. the time is coming when you're not going to see brothers, again, beginning with the apostles of Great Millstone, on the highways and the byways, man. All right? We're not going to be out there because why? Yahweh Shem Shai is going to pull his men back from bringing out this word, man. And that's when that family is gonna take place. And that's when you're going to be like, oh, shit, that was the men.
That's right.
That's why the scriptures say, you know, the same how it was in the days of Noah, roughly paraphrasing.
I had this because the spirit. That's
how it was in the days of Noah, it shall be the same in the days of the Son of Man. The Son of Man referring to Yahweh Shai, man, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Because in Noah's days, when Noah was out there prophesying for the hundreds of years, Jake was out there not thinking that, you know, Yahweh Shai was going to flood the world. But guess what? The flood came. And they were knocking on and banging on the door. Noah, let me in. Noah, let me in. That's right. All right? Now, when we come off the streets, it's going to be the same thing, man. You're going to Jake out there on the streets like, oh, shit, where's them brothers at?
Yeah.
You know?
You're not going to be able to look on YouTube, okay? Because the so-called white man, in a minute, he's going to shut down the internet, man. Okay? He's finding different ways to, you know, shut down the live streams that brothers can't even, you know, post videos no more. All right? So, you know, in a way, you know, what the brother was saying, it is going to take place pretty soon, man.
Yeah, man.
All right? You see Esau, he's finding different ways, man, to demonize this word, man. Okay? Because he knows that this word is like wildfire right now. It's all around the world right now, man.
Yeah.
You know? And he knows that his time is short. You know? So he's going to do everything in his power to, you know, to try to block this word from going out, man. Okay?
Yeah. And the Lord is going to be with it. Yeah. The Lord is going to be with it, man, because the elect is going to be sealed, man.
Right.
It tells you in Revelation, what's that, 7? That the 4 angels shouldn't let loose on the winds, which is referring to, you know, these missiles, the destruction, until the elect is sealed. So the moment you listen, man, the moment you don't see the apostles out there on the streets, brothers, you know, such as us younger brothers out there on the streets, it's a wrap. The elect is sealed, man. Plain and simple, man.
You got a scripture. But yeah, let me read this real quick. This is Matthew 24:37, just like the brother was saying, through the Spirit. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Well, why did Yahweh Shai say that? Okay, because we'll see, okay, that what happened in the times of Noah, man, the people are scoffing at him, man. Okay, because they never experienced rain coming from the sky. There used to be dew, okay, from the ground, okay, that used to feed the plants and feed the vegetation, all right? It says, for as in the days that, so let's read that again. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, okay? And what are our people doing now, man? Well, you can just look at the TV, okay? You can look at the people, okay? We see it every weekend, man, the 34th and 7th, man. Okay, they're eating and drinking, man, being merry, all right? It says, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, okay? Okay, and that ark, what we're doing right now, we're building that spiritual ark, okay? Why? By doing what? By doing what the Father told us, okay? And Yahweh Shai told us, man, which is what? Going to highways and byways, prophesying the downfall of America and telling the people about what's to come, man. Okay, and following the law, statute, commandments to our best ability. Okay, but the first and foremost, man, is faith. Okay, having faith in Yahweh Shai. Okay, that He's gonna deliver us, man. Okay, because that's what it is.
Pardon me. And that spiritual ark is gonna manifest itself into a physical ark, man. Okay, what you would call out there UFOs, man. Okay, because we're in the spiritual ark right now. Spiritually, you can't see the ark, but when them UFOs, them fleet of chariots are in the sky, that's gonna be that physical ark manifesting itself, man. And you're gonna see brothers all around the globe getting beamed up into them ark, man, into the chariots, man, which is the new ark, you know. And it's gonna be a delightful scene, a great scene, man. And no fire is going to be touching those men. They're going to be out of here by that time, man. By the time the missiles are shot over here, the elect are going to be sealed, signed, and delivered. Legit. That's how it's going to be, man. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. This is Isaiah 26:20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee.
Okay. It says, come. He said, come, my people, enter thou into thy ark. Read that one more time, Slakia.
Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers.
Stop. That's going to be a marvelous scene, man. Okay, enter into thy chambers, man. That's talking about them chariots, okay? Okay, that's talking about our salvation, all right? Okay, why do you think Esau puts in the movies, man? Okay, and demonized the angels of the Lord and our salvation, okay? Because our people, okay, before they were in this time of this great darkness, okay, but they used to wish upon the chariots, okay, when they were in slavery. Swing ho, swing sweet chariot, coming back to carry us home. What's home, man? Jerusalem. Going back to Isaiah 4:21. Keep going.
And shut thy doors about thee.
And shut thy doors about thee, okay? Because we're going to be protected. We're going to be beamed up in them chariots, okay? And we're going to be protected, just like in Noah's Ark. That's that physical ark that the brother Yashalam was talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hide thyself as it were for a little moment.
Hide thyself as it were for a little moment. Going back to Revelation, okay, when we're beat up in the chariot, we're actually going to see the nuclear missiles hitting Babylon, man. We're going to see that sea of fire.
Real quick. Revelation 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice. The day referring to who?
That
Who's the day?
The elect.
And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
That's right.
The enemies beheld them, man. Okay, because there's people that's going to be seeing the elect, okay? And we hope that we're part of the hopeful elect, okay, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Yeshua. They're going to see the elect getting beamed up. And guess what? They're going to want to get beamed up too, all right? Just like in the days of Noah, man. Yeah. They wanted to actually go into that physical ark. Yeah. Why? Because they seen, okay, rain coming from the sky, man. And they seen that flood coming, all right? But what happened? The angel of the Lord had shut that ark closed, man. That's the same thing as we're getting beamed up, Lord willing. The Lord chooses to be the elect, man. Okay, and the other men that's pushing forward within in his work, okay, with truth and sincerity, man. Okay, starting with the apostles on down, okay, and everybody in the four corners of the earth, they're gonna see the men, okay, getting beamed up, man. Okay, going back to Wisdom Solomon 5, that's strangers of their salvation.
That's right. Hey,
okay,
that's the spirit, brother. I got it right here. This is Wisdom of Solomon. We start at verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
Why are they going to be troubled with terrible fear? Okay, because all the times they seen the men of the Lord putting up the signs of the chariots, putting up the signs of the ICBM missiles, man. When they see them chariots, did they know what's coming, man? The missiles. Go ahead.
They shall be troubled with terrible fear.
Why shall they be troubled with terrible fear? Because they know that that's coming. When they're not getting beamed up, that's the destruction. Okay, because the missiles are coming, and them chariots are gonna come too, man. All right, the chariots are gonna destroy. That's the curse that's been put upon the earth. That's going back to Ezekiel.
Right. And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. Because
Apostle Paul in Thessalonians and in Corinthians, it said, in the twinkling of an eye we shall be changed from the mortal to immortal. Okay, all right. We shall be changed in the twinkling of an eye, man. As we're getting beamed up, our bodies are gonna be changed. All right, we're gonna become that immortal body. We're gonna be extraterrestrial beings, man. Okay, that's going to the vision. Okay, that John the Revelator seen, that bride coming adorned. Okay, the Jerusalem coming down, man. All right.
Just to break down, because we're speaking, but this is actually scriptural. What the brother's saying, man. 1 Corinthians 15 and 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed.
That's right.
That change is talking about what this brother just briefly broke down, man. When the elect of Israel are changed, man, into their spiritual bodies, man. Their incorruptible bodies. Because right now we're in the flesh, our bodies die. We're gonna be changed into bodies that can't die, man. Extraterrestrial bodies, man. We're gonna be the real ET on earth, man. Lord willing, we're those men. Lord willing, we're the elect. It says, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, that's the speed, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible, the flesh, must put on incorruptible, which is the spiritual body that's in the heavens right now. It says, and this immortal must put on immortality, man. You know what immortality means? Immortality means that you can never die, you can never go off.
That's right.
That's what immortality means, and that's for who? The children of Israel, beginning with who? The elect of Israel, man.
And to back that up, because we never gonna go off no more. As far as we're not gonna be sinning, okay? The Lord is gonna put it in our inward parts that we don't never go off. That's why we're never gonna die. You know.
That's right.
Because they know, you know, the Lord says that the wages of sin is death.
Yep.
So we're never gonna go off. So you know, we're gonna live forever. Okay. And to read on from Wisdom of Solomon, it says, so far beyond all that they looked for. And
So,
they,
go ahead. You want to break it down?
no, go ahead.
It says so far beyond all they look for, man, because our salvation is going to be beyond anything that anybody can imagine. Yeah, Howard Shah said, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, okay? Go ahead.
And they repented and groaning for anguish of spirit.
Why were they groaning of anguish of spirit? Okay? Because they knew that they could never, they knew that they were not going to receive that great salvation. They knew that it was never for them, that great salvation. Okay? And 2/3 of our people knew that they done fucked up, man. Okay? 2/3 of our people, okay, realized that, wow, these really would have meant the Lord, man. Okay? That, wow, they're really getting that salvation. Okay, they're gonna see our body being transformed, okay, in a twinkle of an eye, and they're gonna see us being beamed up into beautiful chariots, man. Because the chariots are gonna come in, like the brother said before. Okay, Yahweh Shah, man, they are the ultimate Jakes. Okay, we leaving out of here in style, man.
Yeah.
We are leaving out of here in style.
Yeah. They're gonna hear about the fame of Yahweh Bar Shemel Shai, man.
That's right.
The same way we use that Rahab, the harlot. You know, she heard about the fame of Israel.
Egypt.
You know, when Yahweh Bar Shemel Shai delivered us out of the old Egypt, they're like, oh, you know, we know about your power.
Yep.
That's gonna happen all over again.
And that's in the scripture, says it's gonna be a new thing, man.
Right.
Greater than Egypt, man.
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep going, Mark.
And shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision.
This was he who we had sometime in derision, okay? Because we know, okay, that if it wasn't for Yahweh Shah, man, okay, that we would be lost. Why? Because they've, like the Apostle Gabar said a long time ago, I think just during the 80s, okay, that they've spent billions of dollars to hide this truth, man,
Right.
okay? But now what? Through the pound spirit of Yahweh Shah, man, the truth has been revealed. Go ahead.
Let me read that one more time.
And shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision.
Yep.
And a proverb of reproach.
Yep, and just to add on to the brother's point, that's also talking about, because it says derision. Derision means mockery, man.
Yeah, right,
Okay?
yep.
Derision means mockery. So, you know, you got, when we're out there, they're mocking at us, they're laughing at us. Even 2/3 of our own people, they're looking at us like, who are these niggas, man?
Yeah.
Who are these guys in their gowns, you know? Their bed sheets.
Yep.
Read that again. This is he. We had in derision.
Oh, and this is he whom we had sometimes in derision.
Yep.
And a proverb of reproach.
And a proverb of reproach, man. And it tells you in, I think, 1 Corinthians 4, verse 10, about how we're going to be a spectacle, man. You know? We're going to be a spectacle. That's how you know these scriptures link up, man. That's how you know this is one book, this is one Bible, because you got people out there that will say, we're reading out of Wisdom of Solomon here. Wisdom of Solomon is in the Apocrypha, okay? Now we're reading about the elect being mocked. And you can read about that in 1 Corinthians 4 and 10, about how we're going to be a spectacle.
Yep.
So my point is that this is all one book, man. You can't take the Apocrypha out, man. So lucky, you got it.
Yeah.
We fools accounted his life madness.
Yeah.
We fools counted their life madness, man. Isn't that what they do? Okay, to us week in and week out, especially the Howards and Boways. All right. Okay, they counted the apostles' lives madness when they were out there about speaking to the air, man. Okay, but now they're seeing their fruits. Okay, we have people waking up in South Africa, man.
Yeah.
That's not heard of.
Yeah.
Okay, we have people waking up in Thailand, man. Okay, that's not heard of. Holland. Okay.
Scripture says we shall be fools for Yahweh Shah.
I was thinking about that too. That's beautiful,
Yeah.
bro.
And then even our own families look at us as fools, man.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
we all had so-called ambitions in this world, man. You know, certain brothers want to be American footballers.
Yep.
Certain brothers want to be actors, filmmakers, musicians. You know, so you know, with those ambitions in the world, our families were like, yeah, you know, do your thing. But now we changed. Now the Lord baptized us through the Word, through the Scriptures.
Right.
And we're in the scriptures. Now they look at us as a madness.
Right.
Like, why are you out there on the highways and byways? Why are you into the scriptures?
Yeah.
So that's what the scriptures is talking about, man. Can't.
Yeah.
How is he numbered among the children of the Most High?
Okay.
And his lot is among the saints.
How is he numbered, okay, amongst the children of the Most High and his lot amongst the saints, man? Okay, because when they see the strangers of our salvation, which is what? Getting beat up in them chariots, okay? They're gonna wonder like, how's these niggas and spics and Native Americans getting beeped up? How's these so-called bumites, okay, like you other cats want to scoff and talk about? Oh, these niggas look like bums, okay? How are they amongst the saints? How are they the ones that are getting beamed up in them chariots, man? Okay?
And actually, you know, we look at that as a badge of honor, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we know that we're doing the work, man. You know?
Like you said, fools for Yahweh Shai's sake, man. We ain't doing this in vain, man. We're doing this for for Yahweh Shai, man. And we will gladly be fools for those powers, man.
That's right.
Okay?
Because this ain't about your garment, man.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not about being an outwardly Jew, man. It's about being an inwardly Jew, man.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. But you know, let's, if we can, Lord willing, let's get back into this thing and then, you know, wrap it up since, you know, it's getting dark. We're gonna read a couple more paragraphs and then if any more brothers got scriptures, then we'll bring it out. This is back in Reuters.com. It says payment systems such as contactless cards and mobile phone digital wallets have become so prevalent, the issue has become political in some countries. Cash-loving Germans, for example, have been concerned that a move by the European Central Bank, aka the Rothschilds, to phase out the €500 note by the end of next year is the start of a slippery slope. Okay, and why is it the start of a slippery slope? Because ultimately this is going to culminate to Esau, the so-called white man, beginning with the Rothschilds, these elites. It's going to culminate where they're going to bring about this implantable RFID microchip, but it's known in Europe as the NFC chip. This is what this is coming. This is what it's ultimately leading to, I should say. Okay, where Esau is going to microchip the whole globe, man. Okay, because the time's coming where the economy's gonna crash and you're not gonna no longer be able to use cash out there, man. Okay, so the message that we're putting out there is not to take the microchip, be circumspect, and come back to Yahweh Bashmal Shai ultimately, man. Pray in the name of Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, man. Because that's the only way to get to the Heavenly Father, man. By way of who? Yahweh Shai. Okay, He's our mediator. Okay, He's our lawyer, if you will. That's fighting for the elect of Israel, man. Lord willing of the elect. So if any of my brothers has got, you know, something you want to bring out?
I got something real quick. This is Revelation 13:8. Because the brother's talking about the chip. This is a big thing, man. Okay, because nothing's gonna take place. Okay, we know World War III is gonna happen, but before World War III, okay, certain things have to take place, which is this RFID chip. It says Revelation 13:8, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him. By taking that chip, you're gonna be worshiping Esau, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's gonna come a time, man. We all gonna have to make a choice, man. We all gonna have to make a stand, okay? And that stand is gonna be, listen, we're not taking your fucking chip, man. Yep. All right, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It says, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. So if you take that chip, you weren't written in the book of life from the foundation of the world. You weren't the elect, because only the elect, okay? Yahweh by Yahweh Shai is gonna put the spirit on them, okay, to not take that chip, okay? And that's the hour of temptation, okay? Okay? Because thou hast kept my patience, I'll also keep you from the hour of temptation, all right? That shall come upon the whole world, all right? Okay? And the patience is talking about what we're doing right now, man. Believing in Yahweh Yahweh Shai and continuing doing the work.
Yeah, and why you believe in Yahweh Shai, Shai, why you do the work of Yahweh Shai, Shai, you're going to suffer. That's right. Okay? And again, adding to the brother's point, when you're going into the word patience, it means to suffer ultimately, man. Yep. Okay, so this is all about suffering, the same way Yahweh Shai suffered, man. Okay, really and truly, this is a light affliction.
That's right.
In essence, you know, but peep this. It's spiritual because the brother brought out that scripture that he ended with there twice. That's how Yahweh Bashmal Shai. That's how Yahweh Bashmal Shai works, man. That's the spirit right there. Yeah. Wow. You know, so peep that. But with that, we're gonna close out by saying Barakatah Yahweh Bashmal Shai. Double honors to our elders, the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect of Israel, man. Lord willing, use edified.
Yeah, shalom.
Shalom.
That was a spirit, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you brought it out twice, you didn't know.